I started with like 4 or 5 guys. We started doing it like 16, 17 years ago. And nobody knew about stand-up. It was something that I found out when I came here to live and play basketball. I had a scholarship to play basketball. And I watched Jim Gaffigan.
Oh, wow.
And Brian Regan.
I know those guys.
And I thought it was so weird because those guys were like, I was questioning, is his name Brian Regan? Is actually him? Because we used to have characters and impersonators. So it was kind of weird, but at the same time, it was interesting because I'm not a guy who does characters, and I do observations, and I write. I was a journalist. I have a degree in journalism, so it was interesting for me to see those guys doing comedy, and I thought we could do the same in my country.
It's so crazy that it took that long for it to get to Brazil.
Yeah.
You would think that because everything else, I mean, you guys have movies and, City of God, you have action movies, you have all these... You have so much that's so similar. The fact that stand-up comedy made it there is so unusual.
It took a long time, and it was, I don't know why, but the image of a comedian speaking like with a blazer or like a suit or something
like
was
Jerry Seinfeld.
Yeah, it was very American, And those jokes didn't actually connect that much with us. Like, I have those pockets, and it was something that we have bigger problems than I just have a pocket. Where am I going to put my pen? I was like, it was something that we couldn't connect that much. But when we saw there was another people doing other stuff, and there was like this huge role that we could actually explore, that was when it became interesting for us.
So comedy in Brazil, there would basically be like say if I was a Brazilian comedian, I would come up with a fake name.
You would,
and I would do a character,
a wig, probably
a wig, yeah, a certain outfit, like
very over the top, screaming, and that still exists in Brazil. This is like a popular for the people. Stand-up, I'm not saying that it's for everyone. Now I have my Netflix special. It's becoming huge because we have some other options right now. With the internet, everything changed. The game changed completely. So we have what is good has its own space right now. It's not only what the TV wants you to watch it. So the game changed a little for all of us.
So how did you start out? Did you start out by going to music clubs or?
I actually started in a BDSM club.
A sadomasochist club? Really?
Yes. I remember that there was like pictures of cocks in the bathroom and like vaginas, like huge vaginas, and we had that show, and it wasn't good, but it was an experience for all of us to go on stage and try to show them our opinions and our jokes and some irony and sarcasm, which was something that people wasn't watching, but then it becomes something huge, and we got chances to go to TV and everything else. But at first it was difficult because people could not understand, is he a character? Is he playing a part?
Right.
So that's why I had, and I still have a lot of problems with the law because like I did a rape joke, which I'm not proud of. I'm saying it's not something, I'm so over the line. But he was like, does this guy wants people to be raped? What is he thinking? Because all those jokes was taken out of context and put it on newspapers and kind of killed. It kind of killed my desire to do comedy over that as well.
Really?
Yeah, it was difficult, man, because it was like journalists in the audience waiting for me to say some shit to put out of context, and then got like fucking like billions of clicks on their websites because of a joke I did.
Yeah,
that's how the controversy was starting over that. I don't know if it's the same thing here.
So they knew that this was a new thing.
Yeah,
so they would come to see it, and then. Were they criticizing it before this?
It was huge. Everybody loved it at first, but when we started to have money and TV shows, and we kind of ran away out of the underground. I was doing shows at midnight, like packing a 300-seat theater at midnight in Brazil. That was my thing. Underground in São Paulo, in the middle of nowhere. But then people, oh, this guy's talented. Let me give him a chance. So they put me on TV, and out of nowhere, I was on TV doing the same thing.
Wow.
So the country was not that prepared for what I was doing at the time.